This video is for senior high history, looking at the highlights from pages 443 to 447. So first up, the European Union. On page 444, highlight the Maastricht Treaty. The Maastricht Treaty. Now, this set in motion a plan to form a central European bank with a single unified currency for all the members of the European Economic Community, or the EEC. So draw a line from the Maastricht Treaty down to where it has European Union in bold. Because what you're going to want to know there is that the Maastricht Treaty brought about the European Union. Called the European Economic Community until 1994, and that's when it officially became known as the European Union. And this was almost in a way forming a United States of Europe. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher very much disagreed with this. She believed in willing and active cooperation between sovereign states, but she warned of the suppression of nationhood, which is a lot of what has happened in Europe today. Now, of course, Great Britain has fully approved of Brexit, or leaving the European Union and being fully independent again, which is a good thing. It's a pulling away from globalism that we talked about, and ensuring nationhood and sovereignty over one's own country. Under changes in Western Europe, find Tony Blair. We're looking at the very first paragraph there with Great Britain. It has in italics the longest ruling Labour Prime Minister, so highlight that Blair was the longest ruling Labour Prime Minister. In all, he was in office about 10 years. He was elected in 1997, 2001, and 2005. He eventually resigned in 2007. A big part of that is because he was very supportive of the United States in combating terrorism, and that went very much against his own party. So they weren't very happy with him, and they kind of pushed his resignation. Under Great Britain and France, find Channel in bold. Highlight 31-mile-long tunnel called the Channel beneath the English Channel, linking Great Britain and France. So you're going to want to know that that tunnel is 31 miles long and that it links Great Britain and France. We've got a map there of the Channel. You can see it goes from about Dover to Calais in France, that region. And they dug it directly underneath the English Channel, and it has an extremely high-speed train that runs through it. It cut the travel time between London and Paris from 7 hours to less than 3 hours, so very significant there. On page 445, find the name Helmut Kohl in bold. Highlight that he was the longest ruling leader in Germany's post-war history. We want to know that for Kohl. Longest ruling leader in Germany's post-war history. Under regional government, on that first column, find the bold term managed capitalism. Highlight democratic socialism, or what is now referred to as managed capitalism. It is still a form of socialism. It's a coalition or an agreement working together between private industry and government, but it is still too much government control and not fully capitalism there. Last thing on page 445, bottom of the second column, find Sarajevo in bold. And that's just under civil war in Bosnia. Highlight Sarajevo, the Muslim capital of Bosnia. We'll want to know that. You can see the map up there of the former Yugoslavia. You want to be a little bit familiar with the republics that broke off from that. Slovenia, Croatia, Macedonia, Bosnia, Herzegovina. Those were all once part of Yugoslavia. Turn to page 446. Second column, find the Dayton Peace Accords in bold. Highlight that, the Dayton Peace Accords, and highlight the last line in that paragraph. It was to keep the peace in Bosnia. So that's what you're going to want to know there. Dayton Peace Accords were to keep the peace in Bosnia. So make sure you know Dayton Peace Accords with Bosnia. And that is the last of our highlights for today. Make sure you get your homework done. Let me know if you have any questions. Complete all of your reading. And let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. Have a great rest of your day.